Welcome back to AFT Die Season 11. It is round 3, Tuesday the 9th of December 2025. Let's get stuck into the first game. It is the rematch of the grand final in Season 10, West Coast versus Collingwood at Optus Stadium. Let's go to the first quarter. First quarter's underway. And the first quarter has completed, and the Eagles have kicked 4 goals 1 to 2 goals 5. Second quarter has started in this match, West Coast versus Collingwood at Optus Stadium. Halftime siren has gone. West Coast have kicked 6 goals 1 to 4-5. At halftime, Eagles are winning by 16 points. Let's go to the second half. Second half has started and the third quarter has completed. West Coast have kicked 4 goals 4 to Collingwood 2 goals 4. West Coast are 28 points in front, 90 to 62. Last quarter's underway. Final siren has gone and West Coast in the end have won by 38 points. They kicked 4 goals 2 to Collingwood 2 goals 4. Final score 18-8, 116 to Collingwood, 10-18, 78. All right, let's get stuck into the second game. It is Fremantle versus Essendon at Optus Stadium. A doubleheader at Optus Stadium in round 3. First quarter has completed. Fremantle, they've kicked 5 goals 3 to Essendon, 1 goal 2, 8. So Fremantle were 25 points up. Second quarter underway. Halftime siren has gone and Fremantle have kicked 5 goals 5 to Essendon, 6 goals 3. Halftime, Fremantle are winning by 21 points, 68 to 47. Third quarter is underway in this second game of round 3. And the siren has gone for 3-quarter time and both teams have kicked 6 goals 3, so it is still 21 points the difference. Fremantle 107, Essendon 86. Last quarter is underway in this game. Fremantle versus Essendon. Siren has gone. Fremantle have won by 50 points. They kicked 5 goals 6 to Essendon, 1 goal 1 in that last quarter. Final scores, Fremantle 21, 17, 143 to Essendon 14, 9, 93. So that was the highest score from a home team side, Fremantle. All right, let's get stuck into the third game. It is Melbourne versus GWS Giants at the MCG. First quarter is underway. First quarter's completed. Melbourne have kicked 3 goals 5 to the Giants, 2 goals 4. Melbourne are 14th. The Giants are 5th. Second quarter. Halftime has completed and Melbourne, they've kicked 6 goals 6 to GWS, 6 goals 3, and it is 10 points the difference Melbourne's way, 65 to 55. Second half is underway. 3-quarter time has completed and Melbourne have kicked 5 goals 6 to the Giants, 2 goals 2. Melbourne are up by 32 points, 101 to 69. Last quarter has started. Final siren has gone. Melbourne have won by 28 points. They kicked 2 goals 3 to the Giants, 3 goals 1 in that last quarter. Melbourne 16-20, 116 to the Giants, 13-10, 88. Next game, fourth game of the round, Brisbane versus Carlton at the Gabba. First quarter, Brisbane on the bottom, Carlton on 9th. And Brisbane have kicked 4 goals 3 to Carlton, 3 goals 2 in that first quarter. Second quarter underway in this game. And and Brisbane have kicked 4 goals, 1 in that second quarter to Carlton, 1 goal, 2. Half time, Brisbane are 24 points up, 52 to 28. Third quarter is underway in this game. Fourth game of the round. And third quarter has completed. Carlton have kicked 5 goals, 6 to Brisbane, 3 goals, 3. And it is 9 points the difference Brisbane's way, 73 to 64. Last quarter underway in this game. Who is going to win this match? And in the end, Brisbane have won by 24 points. They kicked 4 goals, 1 to Carlton, 1 goal, 4. So that puts Brisbane's first win of the season on the board. They're off the bottom. They've gone from 18th to 12th. And final scores, Brisbane 15-8, 98 to Carlton 10-14, 74. All right, let's go to the next game. It is Gold Coast versus Richmond at Metricon Stadium. So Gold Coast in 11th, Richmond in 3rd. Gold Coast in the first quarter have kicked 6 goals, 2 to Richmond, 3 goals, 1. Second quarter underway in this game. Second quarter has completed. Half time has come, and Gold Coast, they kicked 4 goals, 5 to Richmond, 1, 5 in that second quarter. And the Gold Coast Suns are 37 points up, 67 to 30. Third quarter underway. Siren has gone for 3-quarter time, and Richmond have kicked 6 goals, 3 after half time to Gold Coast, 3-2. So it is 18 points the difference. Gold Coast way, 87 to 69 going into the last quarter. Gold Coast versus Richmond at Metricon Stadium. Final siren has gone, and Gold Coast have scraped over the line. They've won by 5 points. Richmond, they kicked 5 goals, 3 to Gold Coast, 3-2 in that last quarter. So Richmond in the second half have won, but couldn't get over the line. Gold Coast, final score 16-11, 107 to Richmond, 15-12, 102. All right. That puts Richmond with a loss, their first loss of the season. Let's go to the next game. It is Port Adelaide versus St Kilda at Adelaide Oval. First quarter is underway in this game. Port Adelaide, they've kicked 6 goals, 4 to St Kilda, 3-4 in that first quarter. So Port Adelaide are 3 goals up at quarter time. Second quarter has started. Half-time siren has gone, and St Kilda, they kicked 6 goals, 2 to Port Adelaide, 4-4, and it is 8 points of difference to Port Adelaide, 68 to 60. Third quarter underway. The 3-quarter siren has gone, and St Kilda, they have kicked 6 goals, 4 to Port Adelaide, 3 goals, 2, and at 3-quarter time, St Kilda are up by 12 points, 100 to 88. Let's go to the last quarter of this game. Can Port Adelaide come back and win this game? No. In the end, St Kilda have won by 12 points, and that was their margin at 3-quarter time. Both teams kicked 6 goals, 1 in that last quarter. So final scores, Port Adelaide 19-11, 125 to St Kilda 21-11, 137. Wow. So that puts St Kilda, the first team, undefeated so far. As you saw in season 9, they won the premiership, so they want it more than ever. So the next game, North Melbourne versus Sydney. These two teams have not won a match this season. First quarter has completed. North Melbourne have kicked 1 goal, 6 to Sydney, 1 goal, 2. That's 4 points the difference, 12 to 8. Second quarter underway. Half-time siren has come, and North Melbourne are up by 14 points. They kicked 6 goals, 2 to 4-4. 50-36. Third quarter underway in this game. Siren has gone for three-quarter time, and North Melbourne are up by 5 goals. They kicked 6 goals, 1 to Sydney, 3 goals, 3 in that third quarter. Final quarter is commenced, and the final siren has gone. North Melbourne have won by 16 points. Sydney have kicked 5 goals, 2 to North Melbourne, 2 goals, 6 in that last quarter. Final score, North Melbourne 15-15, 105 to Sydney 13-11, 89. Next game, Western Bulldogs versus Adelaide. Adelaide the top side and playing at Marvel. First quarter has completed. Adelaide have kicked 4 goals, 3 to Western Bulldogs, 3 goals, 2. That's 7 points the difference to Adelaide. Second quarter underway. Halftime siren has come, and the Western Bulldogs kicked 4 goals, 4 to Adelaide, 2-4. And at halftime, Western Bulldogs are up by 5 points, 48-43. Third quarter is underway, and third quarter siren has completed, and Adelaide have kicked 3 goals, 1 to the Western Bulldogs, 2 goals, 2. And at three-quarter time, it is 60-62 apiece. It is level at three-quarter time. Western Bulldogs and Adelaide are 62, 9-8, 9-8, 62. Last quarter is underway in this game. Who is going to win this match? And in the end, Adelaide, they just got over the line by 1 point. They kicked 4 goals, 2 to the Western Bulldogs, 4 goals, 1. And final siren has gone, and the Western Bulldogs score 13-9, 87 to Adelaide, 13-10, 88. So that puts Adelaide on top of the ladder, undefeated as well. So it's Adelaide and St Kilda at this stage. Hawthorn versus Geelong at Marvel Stadium. First quarter is underway in this game. Last game of the round. And the Cats, they've kicked 5 goals, 3 to Hawthorn, 3 goals, 2. Round 2, Geelong got smashed by 63 points. So they want to have a better game. So halftime siren has come, and Hawthorn have kicked 5 goals, 4 to Geelong, 4 goals, 1. And it is Geelong by 4 points at halftime, 58-54. Third quarter siren has sound, and Geelong have kicked 6 goals, 3 to Hawthorn, 3 goals, 4. And Geelong are up by 21 points, 97-76. Last quarter is underway. And the final siren has gone, and Hawthorn, they have just won this game from behind. They were 21 points down. They kicked 6 goals, 5 in the last quarter to Geelong, 2 goals, 4. And Hawthorn are the third team to be undefeated for the season. So Hawthorn, final score 17-15, 117 to Geelong, 17-11, 113. Well, that concludes round 3, Tuesday the 9th of December 2025. So match of the round in round 4 is Adelaide versus Hawthorn. So it's first versus second on the table. What a round it was. The premiers from season 10 beat the runners up again, and that was played at Optus Stadium. All right, so we've got a new wooden spoon team at the moment is Essendon. Brisbane, they won their first game at the Gabba against Carlton. So they went from 18th to 13th. And Adelaide, Hawthorn and St Kilda have got the winning streaks of 3. So That's it for round three. We'll see you next time for round four, Saturday, the 13th of December, 2025.